What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat. We're here today taking another look at Shadowrun Returns. Now, where we had left off, we were heading to the hospital to see if we could confront the Emerald City Ripper. So we had jumped through the Matrix, we had done a bunch of little hoops and gone through and found all of his old medical files, and we were concerned that the Elvish murderer, or the guy we're presuming is a murderer, had replaced his old psychologist, or his old psychiatrist, I guess. Now, here it says, the blood you found at the warehouse belongs to a man masquerading as one Dr. Holmes, and you've tracked him to Mercy Mental Hospital, located in the notoriously anti-metahuman farmlands of Snohomish. The drive to the hospital is long and unpleasant. Finally, you reach the walled and gated hospital compound. Despite the pretense of security, the gate is unguarded, unlocked, and open. No one stops or greets you as you drive up to the large crumbling building. Gothic ramparts top a damaged roof, cracked walls, and broken windows. All around, the building is a lawn gone wild. Only the artificial light from within speaks of inhabitants. You walk up the hospital steps to confront Sam Watt's killer and bring an end to the Emerald City Ripper. Well, I hope this isn't the final confrontation. That would be a very, very short game if that was the case. I don't think that's what's going to happen, though, so let me make sure that we're all equipped up. Now, we did upgrade our gun in the last episode to the FNHAR, or the FNHAR, I guess if we wanted to pronounce that phonetically. We also upgraded our gear, so we've got the Slick Decker outfit. We are looking mighty classy right now. We've got some concussion grenades, we got a frag grenade, a number of medkits, so I think we're going to be all right in the greater scheme of things. Let's go ahead and confirm. And I'm going to take just a moment once we get into the setting to remember what I had done before. So we have karma available. I'm going to take a look and see what karma can be allocated right now. With 6 karma available, it might be worthwhile. Looking at our intelligence, we're doing pretty well there. It could be worthwhile to throw a couple points into our drone control. So we'll do the 5% accuracy and the +1 dodge, and I think we'll take that for now. Next level, our drone gets a little bit of HP, and after that he gets armor. After that, he gets an extra AP, which means we'd be trading 1 AP for 3 AP, which would be a pretty crazy situation, but one that would benefit us. So let me take a look at my team really quickly, because it's been a day or two. I'm going to be really honest, it's been a bit since I recorded last, so we seem to have, okay, we have Hidden Fancy, so I know what she's all about. She is all about the ass kicking. We've got Shannon Halfsky. Alright, I'm perfectly fine with that. We could take a look at all the equipment we have on hand here. Hidden Fancy's got a couple grenades. Cavalier frag grenades. Those are frag grenades that are a little bit more open. They're just a little bit forward. They're more than likely to say something awkward in conversation. She's got an Ares Predator, which is pretty cool. That's a badass gun right there. That's probably been with Shadowrun since the beginning. The Ares Predator is a gun that goes way back in the Shadowrun lore. In fact, it was one of the coolest guns you could get in the original Sega Genesis. If you looked at the pure stats, the Ares Predator was the best gun you could have in the game. Now, she's got a new spell, which is a slow, which deprives an enemy of AP. Oh, movement. Never mind. It costs her an AP, but it deprives them of movement. Not quite as good as I'd expected. She's got a couple of fetishes. Over here, we got the Adept. That's right. So let me take a look at his abilities and make sure that I know what he's got. So he's got Killing Hands. His hands become lethal weapons for 4 rounds, increasing damage by 10 HP. That's pretty impressive. He's got Magical Resistance, and so he gains a light cover bonus for 4 rounds. So I guess he can just like stand out in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of like a magical bullet shield. He's pulling some Neo type stuff. And Mana Fist, a powerful magical punch that ignores armor. I don't know what the range is on that, but I'm going to assume that it's right up close and personal. And then Stride. He can increase his movement by 4. Oh, really? For 3 rounds. So that's probably what you want to open with. And then have him close the gap from there, I suppose. Yikes, so he might actually be a lot more useful than I figured. He's got Cavalier versions of both the Concussion Grenade and the Frag Grenade, which means we can deprive a little bit of AP. We can also hurt people. He's got a nice med kit. He's also got some drugs on him, so I don't know how that's going to work out, but we'll keep an eye on him. So yeah, I think we'll be alright. I've got a good feeling about all this. I'm not really sure what's going to go down when we come in here, but we're going to do a little bit of investigation. Welcome, sir. What business brings you to Mercy Mental Hospital? We're here to see Holmes, Dr. Holmes. We said that like James Bond, just to make it more dramatic. Ah, a new customer. Please wait in the common room up ahead. I'll notify the good doctor. Alright, and so we've already been buzzed in. That's like half the trouble right there, although these are some crazy look. Oh, it's a mental hospital. That makes sense. Never mind. I was like, this is some pretty thick barrage These are impressive barriers for a normal hospital. Let's see here. Please stay within the cafeteria. All right, boss, you got it. Let's see what Lorraine has to say. Hey, guy, have you seen Josie? No, I don't think so. I know, right? I haven't seen him for days. Dr. Philippe told me not to worry about it. He says I worry too much. But who am I supposed to play chess with? Donnie over there can't suss more than match 4. Wait, Josie is a man? He's the man. You just know it when you saw him. Used to be an urban brawl star. He says he was on the Screamers for a while in the glory days. He looks the part, so I believe him. He's got a Super Brawl gold ring that he always wears. Urban brawl, huh? That's a rough profession. Not too rough for Josie. He says he went whole seasons without any injuries. He was usually playing Outrider, though. Well, will you at least help me look for him? I have this key I swiped off the day guard, but they keep a close eye on us. You could have a peek in the infirmary and see if there's a record or something. He might just be in a cool-off room and they won't tell me. Alright, I'll see what I can do. No promises. I mean, we're doing a little bit of clandestine activity here. A little bit of mental hospital espionage, I suppose. It's an automated medication dispensary. It doesn't recognize you, so nothing happens. Alright. Well, there's a bathroom door. Let's go talk to Donnie and see what Donnie has to say. Hello, stranger. You look new here. Are you new here? We're looking for Dr. Holmes. Donnie's face blanches. I don't think you really want that. I mean, not really. What's that supposed to mean? Around here, you don't want to attract the attention of the doctor. If you stay quiet, life is much easier. And I mean much easier. Alright, well, we're doing a health and safety check for the corporate office. Well, then you don't want to talk to me. I don't work here. I'm not crazy enough for that. I'm Splattercat. Who are you? Name's Donnie. That's my name. Donnie. D-O-N-N-Y. I knew I didn't recognize you. I know everybody in this place. Everybody. Well, everybody on the first 2 floors. And anyone I should look out for, Donnie? Nah, not on this floor. Only us calm ones are allowed to be up in the cafeteria. If you're violent, you have to eat in your room. Okay, well, there's a thing that I can investigate over here. It's a clock. The clock stopped, probably displaying a time from 40 years ago. Yeah, this strikes me as the kind of place where people vanish. I feel uncomfortable. Then again, I never like going into hospitals anyways. IRL, if I ever end up in a hospital, I always feel like I'm gonna get sick or catch something. Let's pop this door open and see if we can keep ourselves out of trouble. We wouldn't need a whole plethora. We wouldn't we wouldn't need an entourage. The stench of blood and mold gets ever stronger as you move closer to the infirmary. Well, that's not a good smell. Not for a hospital anyways. Oh good, there's like flies and things around too. That's fun. But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think we would need an entourage if this was going to go off without a hitch, so I think there's something a little bit telling about that whole situation. Let's check the computer first. The patient information for Josiah C. Dawson is open on the cyber terminal. Let's check Mr. Dawson's medical history. Name, Josiah C. Dawson. He was born in 2015, 1.9 meters tall. Weight, 95 kilos. Occupation, retired. No allergies. Medications, he's on alprazolam and ribaxetine. And his reason for staying was post-traumatic stress disorder. And his status is deceased. Well, I guess he doesn't have to worry about the previously mentioned symptoms anymore. Or that disorder no longer bothers him. He's got a whole new disorder to work with. Patient had undocumented cyberware in the left arm, as well as multiple pieces of shrapnel in various locations. Complications would likely arise if transplanted to another host. The rest of the body is in excellent condition and can be used to improve other subjects, as well as fulfill some custom requests. Custom requests? That's weird. Alright, well, that seems like a bit of chop shop business there, but I guess there's an arm laying on the floor. Well... Oh, we're gonna take the arm? A severed arm lies next to the zip body bag. The arm looks human and appears neatly severed at the elbow. There's a large gold ring on the index finger. Its owner is probably the occupant of the bag. Oh no. Well then. You slip the heavy ring off the cold finger and feel its weight in your hand. Inside is an engraving. It reads Screamers 2048. Well, there's Lorraine's friend. The surgical cart is strewn with gruesome tools, motorized saws, and metal vices. You find an unlabeled Trivid disc. You have no way of playing back the disc at this time. Alright, well maybe we'll be able to find something on it later. I get the feeling something bad's gonna happen when I walk out here. Always ready, is what it says on the wall. Well, let's find out how this is gonna go. I wish they followed a little closer to you. Sometimes I feel like I'm overexposed. There's like too many people too far behind me, so if the enemy was right here, I would just be ready to soak bullets for the next foreseeable future. Let's talk to Lorraine, let her know that her friend is no mas. So, did you see anything? Yeah, Josie's not looking so good. Is he sick? Why won't they come let me visit him? Because he's a corpsicle, alright? God, that's terrible. Looks like Josie's gonna be playing in that super brawl in the sky from now on. We'll give her the... well, let's hold on to the ring. What do you mean? Josie's dead? Well, thanks for your help. The noise of a scratchy PA system blasts through the room. Attention, Splattercat, please report to the North Hall to meet with the administrator. So off we go. Let's see if we can keep ourselves out of trouble here. Maybe Dr. Holmes will be out here? He will be with you in just a moment. Oh, never mind. There's an intercom over here. Let's go check that out. I didn't see that light up. That was my fault. The elf standing before you may quite possibly be the ugliest elf you've ever seen. His meticulously clean lab coat, format jacket, and old-fashioned bow tie give him the look of an undertaker from centuries past. As you approach the window, he locks eyes with you, smiling a thin, unnerving smile. Good day to you. How can I help you? Dr. Holmes? Well, let's not call him Silas just yet. Dr. Holmes, I presume. You're a hard man to reach considering you're dead. I'm sorry, who's dead? He acts genuinely confused, but he can't seem to drop the smile from his lips. Alright, if that we can basically call him on his bluff right there and be like, is that how you want to play it? We can tell him to cut the act. Or we can tell him that he had a good thing going, but he got sloppy. So let's see here. Let's go with the first one. The first one's the most professional, and we strive to be honorable and professional as we play through. It says, alright, if that's how you want to play it, Doc Holmes, I have a reason to believe you're involved in the Emerald City Ripper killings. Holmes forces a sigh through the plastered grin on his face. We see so many delusions in this place, and still, I can be surprised. I suppose I shouldn't be. After all, this is a place for broken things. It's only fitting that a broken mind should seek us out. Guards? Oh my. Well, that's bad. Oh, you shot my dwarf in the face, man. That's not cool. I am not down with that. Well, there's no cover here, which makes me very, very nervous. So let's cycle through and figure out what we can do. Let's take Shannon Halfsky. He's in cover, unfortunately. Well, maybe I'll close with my dwarf first. What was his name? Savoy Marchetti, or Marchetti. We wanted to open with Savoy. He's got 2 AP. How far can he move off that single AP? He can only get to there. Alright, well let's get him into range, and then we'll take a look at what attacks he's got. So, he's got Chi Focus, which is 5 damage, and it makes 2 melee attacks on the target, but increases your chance for a critical hit. You've got Thrust. It does an additional minus 3 HP, ignores the weapon's AP damage. Okay, so minus 15 to hit. And then we've got we've got Slash, the basic melee weapon attack. Add 1 HP to the weapon's damage. I suppose I'll go with, I don't know, we don't have enough AP to do the Chi Focus. I guess we can do the powerful magical punch that ignores armor. Let's try that. Well, that ignored armor, but it doesn't seem to have gotten the job done. I'm gonna drop Woogie down. Let's get Woogie rolling. And so down goes Woogie, and he's able to use all of his APs right now, so let's roll him up as close as possible. He's got a 65% chance to hit, which isn't entirely satisfactory. I don't like that chance to hit. Are there any other guards around? I can't tell, or is this the only guy? I don't know if we're about to get bum rushed from behind. That would be not very nice, actually. So that's going to be his move. Let's get Shannon down here. I'm tempted to push this way. I'm sorry, that's Hidden Fancy. Hidden Fancy had a assault rifle before. Why does Hidden Fancy have a shotgun now? There we go. So I would rather, well, let's see what our chances are. 97% with the shotty. Let's do it. So 9 damage. This guy's actually being remarkably resilient. He's resisted all of our attacks so far. With a 48% chance to hit, I think I'd rather use the Mana Bolt because it's a 99 or a 97% chance to hit, so that'll work out. Weak hit again. How very, very unfortunate. We are not having a lot of luck here. And she doesn't have the normal magic bolt either, so I guess we'll just take an aim shot and hope for the best. Yeah, and we missed there too. So I think he managed to get into cover, which is the big issue here. Let me do Savoy Marchetti first with the 92%. Oh, there it is. Big old cleaving strike. So he's down, just completely taken out. He's been cleaved in twain, as they would say in the old days if I wanted to sound Ivanhoe-y about it, which is completely different than Ivan being a hoe or anything of that nature. It looks like we've got a decking node down here, so maybe I'll check that out. I don't know how much use that's going to be, but I think I'll get everybody situated next to this door. It looks like it just unlocked. And so is this unlocked right here? I don't think it is, unfortunately. So let me get my soldiers. I want my soldiers first and foremost next to the door. If anybody's got to soak a hit, I want it to be them. We'll also take Savoy. He's done for the round. Never mind. We'll have her kind of come up in the back with kind of a little reverse wedge formation, kind of an open maw, kind of draw them in, surround them, and take them out. With the extra AP that she's got, oh, it costs 2 AP to haste, so maybe I won't worry about that for now. Let's end the turn, and then here we're going to be able to deck into the matrix. So let's take a look. I'm going to bring Blaster with me. I'm going to bring Killer with me. I'm not going to bring Degrade. I will bring Medic, and I will bring Suppression. I don't know if I should bring Erosion or... Oh, we already have Blaster in, so I guess I'll bring Erosion then. I like Degrade, but I just don't see myself using it. I think I'd rather have... Well... Maybe not. I'll drop that one. We'll bring... Yeah, it's kind of a toss-up. I don't really care either way. In either case, I'm probably not going to end up using it very much. So while there's a combat going, it sounds like we've got an alarm on our hands. I am going to pop the door open. And let me swap her out to the assault rifle. He's not in cover yet. So we should have a pretty good chance on this shot. I'm actually going to risk the aimed shot here. So there it is. A weak hit again. I'm wondering if they've got some kind of armor. Because they're definitely... Well, they're definitely able to negate a lot of the problems that we're trying to sling in their direction. I'm going to haste... Can I haste Woogie? Let's haste... Nope, can't haste Woogie. Let's haste... I don't think she can hit him. Never mind, we'll haste Hidden Fancy, I guess, since that's the only person we can reach aside from her. So Hidden Fancy just got an extra AP. I'm going to have Savoy cast Stride on himself. And that should help him close the gap in the next turn or two. Now, I realize I could have double moved there, but... God, Savoy is just eating all kinds of hits. So here's our first turn. We're in here taking a look around. And it looks like we've got 2 white ices. With our 3 APs, I think what I'll consider doing... It's going to take me 2 at bare minimum to get to there. And taking a look, I don't want to overwatch. It looks like Killer's going to cost me 1 AP, so we'll go ahead and try it out. Hopefully this goes for the best. We'll take Killer 2, and we'll put it on this gent right here. And hopefully it insta-gives him, and it did. So he's all taken out. I like how we're able to simultaneously be in the Matrix and also out in the real world. This reminds me very much of my Shadowrun tabletop days where everybody's kind of got their own thing going on, but you're all working in collusion as well. I think we might consider suppressing. So let me go ahead and... Okay, I'm not going to unlock the bathroom door just yet. Let's go ahead and wait here for a moment, and then what we'll do is maybe I can... I'm going to see if I can suppress this alarm. So let's see how it goes. Is it suppressed? I can't really tell. Well, I suppose we'll think about unlocking the bathroom door. She's got 3 shots actually, so she should be able to kill this guy no problem with just a quick burst there. And down he goes, so that's another guard dead. I'm actually going to spend both the movement points to get Shannon up to here, and if I see anything else that's looking a little dangerous, what we'll do is we'll have her summon something. So he's got full cover now. Splattercat's going to come up to here, and then we're going to have him activate the bathroom door. There it is. We've also got another node over here that we might consider investigating, so let's have him run back over to this location. And any black ice. Let's see. Patient records. Yeah, I think we can get a little bit of extra money out here. So what I'll consider doing is let's actually get ourselves into cover and force these guys to move to me. He's charging something. I don't like the way that sounds. And so what I'm going to consider doing is actually putting a killer level 2 on him. So there's 100 IP damage. I'm actually going to hit him again, if I can. Oh wow, he's kind of tough. Alright, but we got rid of him before whatever he was doing. I mean, I really don't want him pulling a DBZ up in here and then hitting me with some ridiculous Gallic gun or something, just making me weep profusely. I'm going to put her on Overwatch right there. Shannon Half-Sky, I don't know if that's the back door to the bathroom, but I'm actually going to keep her in position for now. Splattercat's coming up in here. We're going to get these patient records really quickly. And so down goes that ice. Let's get ourselves lined up with the node, and once we've got that, I also wanted to draw attention to the fact that our suppression did not work. It did not work in the slightest. So we've hacked the private records data store, the patient records data store, and it looks like we've added buyer records to our repertoire of things that we can probably sell to Mr. Van Grass. He's got 3 more moves, so I guess combat is more than likely over on the other side. So let's go ahead and jack on out if we can. And so out we go. I'm going to have him move over to the bathroom door. I'm not going to have him open it just yet, but I am going to have, oh, I don't know. Let's have Hidden Fancy come down in here and see if possibly this is a back door to the same place we were going to be going anyways. Let's draw her into full cover just in case. And it looks like we just opened a back door, so I don't really know how that's going to help me in the greater scheme of things. But for the time being, oh, it looks like we've got a kind of a mental case in there. Did it deactivate my droid? Hold on for a second. I feel as though my droid might be deactivated. Not positive, but let's end the turn. And I'll have him sweep in through here. I wish that if the scene was empty, it would sometimes kick you out of combat. I'm willing to bet there's probably bad guys around somewhere that I'm going to have to deal with. Yeah, it turned off my droid when I went into the Matrix, so I guess that requires my utmost attention. We'll send that to the stash. There's a grenade in the bathroom for some reason. Who knows why? It's a mental hospital. It's impossible to tell. We'll check the lockers over here. Possibly something we want. A basic med kit. That's actually really good. That's something that's going to make our lives a wee bit easier. Rather than have my mage go in first, I'm actually going to have, once again, my adept go in first. I'll have the mage in full cover. Since we don't have enough cover to go around, I want to keep the squishiest, most delicate people up in the cover. Plus, she's a lady. You got to keep the ladies covered. Now, we want to bring him on up in here. And with 2 AP, he's only going to be able to move to there. I would like for our droid to catch up. I don't necessarily like the fact that it disengaged him when I went into the Matrix, but it's okay. I understand. Like, it takes a lot of focus to do those sorts of things. And then I'm not going to have him open the door, actually. I'm going to reset one more turn so that I have everybody in place where I want them to be. Let me activate my droid really quickly. And we're going to have him come up here with that exact same reverse wedge that we were using before. And so there we are. I'll bring Splattercat up in the rear, I guess. I'll also consider casting another haste. So let's put a haste on, oh, I don't know. We'll put it on Hidden Fancy. She seems to do a pretty good job of getting rid of people. When it comes to geeking people, she seems to be taking care of business. Oh, we're exiting the scene. All right, well, let me pan through really quickly and make sure that we've addressed everything. I suppose that we have. I'm not really interested in starting a new scene in this episode, unfortunately, because we're right on the cusp of time. So unfortunately, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this one a tad short. I know it's been happening a lot recently, but with the way the save system works, I can't just like stop playing, unfortunately. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle. It's been a pleasure once again to invade this mental hospital with you guys. Once again, I'm usually the one that's in the nut house, but you guys have decided to join me in this episode, and that's what's so cool. We're all together. We're just a crazy, nutty family here in this hospital. So anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Take care out there, everybody. Got something else cooking for you, and I promise it'll probably be a pretty good shoot up. See you there.